And I'm at Good Day Melissa, and Marlene is on Facebook. Marlene, the plant lady, she's sticking around for another round of your viewer questions. Here is the next one. It says, we spotted this at Hearst Castle last week. What is it, and can it grow in my Roseville courtyard?
Okay, so that's a Brugmansia, commonly called the angel's trumpet, and that looks like a double one. So usually they're single petaled, sometimes they're doubled. Beautiful. Yes, you can grow it here in this area, and the courtyard is actually a really good idea because what happens here a lot is people grow them, and when we get a frost, they will die all the way down to the ground. They do usually come back, but we never get, most of the time you never get that nice woody trunk that you would, say, along the coast, Hearst Castle, where they don't get the frost like we do. They never get a chance. So they do come back and they'll bloom this time of year. But a courtyard where it's protected, you have a really good chance of keeping it from dying down. If it's still cold, and for other people who want to grow it, I recommend a pot and put it on wheels, and that way you can move it up against the house, cover it, and protect it when we do get a frost. But they're also hallucinogenic plants, so don't go around eating it. Yes, Dale, I did say that.
Sweet.
All right, here's another one. So somebody's asking, what is wrong with my lemons?
Okay, that poor lemon tree. I look at all the lemons on it. So I'm going to tell you, remove those lemons. They're pretty much ripe enough. Let them ripen on your counter, because what happens is fruit is a sink for plant sugars and plant energy. So right now that plant, it's struggling, but it's having to still form all that fruit. So pick it off, give it a chance. Most likely it went through a massive stress somehow, either overwatering. So make sure when you were watering, water comes out the bottom. You shouldn't really need to water it with this rain right now in the cooler temperatures. Sometimes they get circling roots, so take the base of it and move it back and forth. And if you notice movement just an inch away from the base, it could have a circling root. I would wait until spring, however, to repot it if that's the case. Give it some nitrogen fertilizer, just a little bit. I usually don't recommend fertilizing this time of year because nitrogen will force new growth, and that new growth is usually sensitive to the cold. But this plant is struggling. It needs something to happen to it, else it's going to succumb to it. But I don't think it's a pathogen. I can't tell if there's any pests. Usually pests don't defoliate a citrus like this, so I think it's water or root stress of some sort. But pick the fruit off just to help it put new leaves on.
All right, and Marlene's going to be sticking around, so make sure you get your questions in. Marlene, the plant lady, on Facebook as well.
Well, today kids will have a chance to showcase their skills in a special